Hello, hello! Welcome to Gilganos playing, what's it called? Return to Vana'diel Part 1. Yeah, patch 7.1 just dropped today. You know, like 12 hours, pretty much exactly 12 hours ago. Yeah, it's kind of late in the evening. But, you know, like, I didn't have to chance to log on earlier, so, yeah, we're gonna check out Return to Vana'diel. I hope I'm gonna get into the actual raid still today. Because 24-player raids are awesome on the day of release, right? How many wipes are we gonna have? Probably a lot. So, yeah, let's not dilly-dally here. Because I really need to get through the unlock quests so that we can hopefully join into Party Finder still today. So let's go, 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 go! Hubigo Messenger. An Otherworldly Encounter. This Hubigo Messenger is looking for a well-traveled adventurer. Say, aren't you Yomi? That certainly saves me a lot of trouble. I was asked to find you on behalf of Milalcha. Curious happenings abound in Mamuk of late, and we thought one with your worldly experience may be able to help us make sense of things. If you have time and inclination to aid us, she awaits you in Mamuk. You'll find her west of the plaza in a large building near the two-headed statue. Okay, I can get there. I do wonder what it is all about. What is this all about? Of course, I have seen the... Was it the Mikote lady? I'm still not sure if that's actually an enemy or or an ally. So we're gonna find out what this is all about, right? Oh yeah, this is Bakul Jaja's mother, right? Thank you for coming. Truth be told, I was unsure if I was right to call on you, but the troubles we now face cannot be overcome with our strength alone. Oh. You have mine now. That's gonna be enough, right? We don't need 23 other people. No, absolutely not. Especially not 23 other Warriors of Light. No, those that don't exist. I'm the only one. For sure. It all began when we found the fallen traveler in the Sky Deep Sanity. For a mercy, his wounds were not life-threatening. His kind is not a common sight in these lands. Tall and slender of build, with pointed ears. So, Ellison? He has yet to awaken, but speaks in his sleep of strange things that make little sense to us. It was a hope that you might recognize something in his ramblings, or perhaps even jog his memory once he regains consciousness. Might you be willing to speak with him? Yeah, sure. Why wouldn't I? As long as he doesn't wake up and stab me immediately because I'm like, I don't know. It's like, oh, Warrior of Light! Oh! Milalja, the traveler stirs! Very good. If you would be so kind as to bring him here. Wait, he's just stirring. What do you mean bring him here? Okay, well, maybe they're bringing him in on like a transportation, whatever it's called, right? And it sounds like, oh yeah, just walk him here. If they're just gonna walk there, I'm just gonna walk in. Okay. I do remember that. Yeah, I've actually played a little bit, a very little bit of Final Fantasy XI when it released in Europe. It was actually the first MMORPG I ever played, but I didn't really play it. You know, like my brother back at the time. Well, he's still my brother, but back at the time, my brother bought the game for PC when it released in Europe, which was when it already had, I think, 2 expansions. And he played a lot of it, and I couldn't because, well, the problem was, first of all, I didn't have the PC to play it. I had to play it on... I don't actually remember if I played it on his PC. Wait, no, I did have a PC at that point, right? No? Well, I don't remember. Yeah, that was shortly before the beta of World of Warcraft started. And once the beta of World of Warcraft started, which I was a part of, I never played Final Fantasy XI again. Yeah, but the problem is we only had one service account because, of course, my mother would never have paid a service account for me, right? But my brother had it, and he's 8 years older than I am, so I think he had his own money already back then. Makes sense, right? Yeah, so I could only play with a character on his account whenever he was not playing. Oh, right, so... And he was playing a lot, so I didn't really have a chance. I think he didn't live with us already back then, right? Or maybe it was just when he moved out, because I do remember, you know, like randomly getting kicked out when I was playing, because obviously when I was logged in, because I used to, you know, like wake up early in the morning and stand up and go to play because I knew that he was only waking up later today, like at around noon, right? So I had like 1 to 2 hours to play before he was. I mean, of course, he knew that I played on his account. It wasn't like playing behind his back. But yeah, it's just like I got to play for like 1 to 2 hours, and suddenly I would get kicked out whenever he woke up and started playing, right? Yeah, I think I got to level 20. I did actually get to Jeuno, and I think it's called Jeuno, right? I think it's a French name. I'm actually wondering how it's gonna be pronounced in the game. We're probably gonna hear it, right? Because I also already wondered back then. You know, like, because I don't really know if actually French was a thing in Final Fantasy XI, right? But I think it's pronounced in French, so it would be Jeuno. Not Jeuno or Jeuno or Jeuno or whatever. I think it's Jeuno, but we're probably gonna find out. Yeah, I got to Jeuno, which was, I think you had to be level 20 to get there. Actually, I had to be level 20 because there was I think the level 20 leveling area was right next to Jeuno, at least where people went to level up from 20 to 25 or something like that. But to get to Jeuno, you had to like run through the whole half of the continent or something like that, and there were like areas in between that were much higher level than level 20. I do actually remember some of that. I do have some pictures in that. I'm not sure if I... The problem is you couldn't die, because if you died in Final Fantasy XI, you would respawn at the Aetheryte, at your lost Aetheryte, right? Except if you found someone to res you in the area. Yeah, I remember that. But I haven't really played anything else. You know, as I said, I leveled to level 20, that was basically it. I remember leveling in the dunes. Don't remember what they are exactly called, but in the dunes. And then I think I had one leveling session at the area right next to Jeuno, which was called, I don't remember. Yeah, and then WoW, the WoW beta hit. So yeah, I never looked back. But I do kind of remember this armor set piece. I'm pretty sure that is actually from Guards of Jeuno. Yes, it's not from... Oh god, what were the other city-states called? Bastok? I only saw Bastok for a short time. It's basically the equivalent to Ul'dah, right? Then we had Windurst, I think, was the forest one, right? And the one my brother chose. Sandoria? Was it Sandoria? I think so. Yeah. Aha! Oh, I still know my city-states. We are glad to see you awake and in good health besides. May I ask your name, traveler? My name? I'm sorry, I can't remember. Oh no, one of those. It would seem the fall has affected his memory. In any case, his presence here is a complete mystery to us. His armor the only hint as to whence he came. Does anything about him strike you as out of the ordinary? I do wonder if it's gonna be just as with Vana'diel. Not Vana'diel, sorry. That's what we're doing right now. Just as with Rabanastre, where it's an actual place, an actual province in the game. Or if it's gonna be a dimensional travel thing, just as with the, you know, like the crossovers with Final Fantasy 13 and 16 and stuff like that, and 15. But I mean, this is not a crossover, this is an actual raid, so I'm assuming it's gonna be a place somewhere that's called Vana'diel. Ooh, this is gonna be fun. Yeah, he's from Jeuno, pretty sure. Because Sandoria was red, Windurst yellow, and Bastok was, you know, like gray, I think, right? Not much different from any other Ellison I've met. Or would that be Eldite? I do think it's the Jeunovian armor piece, and not just some random... It might just be some random armor set, actually. Actually, let me look it up. Jeuno... FFXY... Not I. I, not Y. Armor set. Picture. It does seem like that. At least there is one that is not red in this middle, but rather blackish. What armor set is... The question is this a Jeunovian... No, it's a level 40 Iron Musketeer armor. It does look pretty much the same, I would say. Maybe it's a different one. I don't know how different all the armor sets in Final Fantasy XI look like. Yeah, so it might not actually be of the guards of Jeuno. So maybe she's just a random adventurer, who knows. No, that's not right, Ellison. Ugh! Actually, what were they called? They weren't called elves, were they? Because the Miqo'te were Mithras, and the falafel. The Lalafell were called Tarutaru. Humans, well, Humes were they humans? Then we had the big bulky ones. I don't remember their name. Galka? Galka might be the thing. Elves? How are Ellisons called? Let's check that. FFXE. Races. They were called Yumes. Oh, Elvan, right. Elvan, Galka, Mithril, Toru, and Yumes. Alright. Are you having a headache? I remember, I'm an elven adventurer. So he is just a random adventurer, not a Jeuno god or anything. Makes sense because, you know, like, Jeuno is only going to be the first third of the raid, right? I wonder where you're going after that. You're Mamulja. Could it be I've come to Mamook? Wait, does Mamook exist? And Mamulja don't exist then. Well, Vana'diel. Obviously he's not from Final Fantasy XI, he's from Final Fantasy XIV. It's not a crossover. Wait, if I'm in a Mamook, then I must have been taken prisoner. Huh? This already believe as enemies, perhaps he comes from a land unfamiliar with our customs across the salt. I don't know any place where they would call themselves Elvans. Maybe he came from Alexandria. No. Well, who knows, actually? No, then he wouldn't know Mamook, right? I don't think so. I'm not so sure. Because nobody in Eorzea would probably know about Mamook. And why would he think about, you know, like, being captured? As in, you know, like, Mamuljas and Mamook being their sworn enemy. When he would come from Eorzea, because that wouldn't make any sense. If no way to know for certain, in which case... Milalja! We must gather our strongest fighters at once! Why? What's happened? Why does he come to her like that? Isn't he the chief? Gilganos' shade has returned. It's been sighted near Gokdrak's descent. Gilganos has engaged the operation, but I fear the worst. What do you mean it has returned? I didn't know he would just appear like that and attack people. If our resolve's companion from the feet of the Brotherhood, I suspect you would understand the graveness of the situation better than most. In recent days, the late Dawntrail's shade has been seen wandering the woods of Yaktel. I have reason to believe it was invoked in like manner, the one used in the feat. Oh, you're... okay, so it didn't just randomly appear, you're assuming someone summoned it. Makes sense. Only a privileged few of the Bunaba could be privy to the knowledge required to perform the rite. The culprit will be found in time, but we have a more pressing matter at hand now. It's not Sarilja. Sarilja is... well, maybe, who knows, maybe Sarilja isn't actually dead. That would be nice. Come on, please bring back Sarilja. His arc in the base game was so unsatisfying. And like, everybody thought, me included, he would be the one stabbing Sarilja in the back, and now then suddenly the opposite happened, right? I must hurry and inform the Lance Guard. Bakul Jaja requires reinforcements. Really? Sarilja? You've changed. You're informing the Lance Guard? Come on. You're not the real chief of Mamook, are you? Well, I guess he's changed, so that's fine. The Dawntrail's shade. I fear he may not hold out until the guard assembles. Yeah, don't worry, I'm here. I'm gonna help him. I am loath to ask such a favor, but would you aid Bakul Jaja in this battle? Yeah, sure. I like the big guy. But kind of. I don't know. I'm still not 100% sure as how I should feel about this sudden change of heart and stuff. I think I've talked about it in base game, right? It makes sense to me. It makes more sense to me. It made more sense to me that, you know, like, he is actually not that bad on the inside. It made less sense for me that he then still would awaken Valigamondo and, you know, like, treat his companions badly and stuff like that. That was the part that was more alienating to me than actually him turning out to be, you know, like a nice, well, more or less nice guy. I'm in your debt. Gokdrak's descent is to the west of here. Please go and help my son. Yeah, but I'm gonna take the Elvan with me, okay? Because, I don't know, I kind of feel like he was gonna start slaughtering you or trying to slaughter you. And I was like, since he's thinking that you're the enemy... Is it actually an Ellison model or is it an Elvan model? I do want... I'm not really familiar with Ellison models. I've never actually played an Ellison. I'm not sure if they kind of changed it a little to look more like the Elvan do in Final Fantasy XI. Ooh, Jaja. He's from the future! Ah! That sounded like Galoo Jaja. I could hear that. Cool Jaja, not Galoo Jaja. Hello, it's me! It's me! That is Galoo Jaja. Well, it might also have sounded like Galoo Jaja, true. Because that one is also here. Die! Pathetic. And you dare call yourself blessed, siblings? I can't do that. The accent, sorry. Not bad. You might actually prove a challenge. If you've come to help, but stay on your guard. He's not alone. What do you mean? Well, it's obviously two heads. Oh yeah, that girl. I love that design. So cool. Oh, it's also an Elvan, not another Mikote. I wasn't sure. I think they do look different than Ellison, right? They do look like as if they had less polygons. Oh god, I don't even know that word. Rambunctious youth. What does rambunctious mean? Okay, whatever. What's this? Another monster in need of slaying? Don't worry, I'll send them packing. Who even are you? Here I go! Nullifying dropkick! Oh no you don't! Thank you, Horshafor. Oh. Can't explain why, but something told me I had to be here. At least he didn't stab the others in the back. Not bad at all. But I'll take more than a couple of Taurus to stop me. Wait, not Taurus. I think a Taurus. Taurus? Are you daft, girl? You can speak? A shame you don't seem to have any manners. She might not be seeing clearly, I feel. The name's Prish. You'd do well to remember it. Oh, I like that name. Cool name. No, my princess. I sworn to protect you. Prish, right? Something like that. Why am I having my back to her? Oh, because she... No, huh? Why am I standing with my back to them? Haha, looks like I win. Oh yeah, Taurus Demon. Makes sense. Why would you even talk to them then? One turn is down, one to go. I hope you're ready. Sure. Why one? There's two of us. Hello. I love how one head is looking to the right and the other to the left. At ease, Prish. Seen to a task. Come. Whatever you say, Ulmia. What the heck is going on? Why does she... Ulmia, what is she talking about? Yeah, exactly my thoughts. Prish, wait! Please don't go! Too late. Quickly, after her! Why don't we? Also, what was the task? They literally didn't do anything. Nobody died or anything. Well, maybe they did something and we didn't realize, right? Or we didn't see. I'm guessing word of the Dawn Servant's shade is what brought you here. I don't know what the girl has to do with all this, but clearly she's aligned with whoever summoned them. The way remains open, though there's no telling where it leads. I wonder why. I wonder why. I wonder how. Even so, they can't be allowed to return. My duty to protect this forest, and I'll not see it torn apart by some two-headed imposter. Let's hurry after them, brother. Watch over that one, won't you? Me? No, I want to come with you. We're both gonna come with you. So why did Gilganos speak of the blessed siblings then? Why does he know? I mean, no, obviously he knows. I'm assuming someone summoned Gilganos who knows about everything that's going on here, obviously, right? So the summoned Gilganos Shade should probably know what their summoner knows, right? But how did Prish come here, and how did they enchant her? Prish, what's happened to you? Maybe it was actually the Shade that enchanted her somehow, right? Charmed her? Oh yeah, I did realize, I think the music we have before was from Final Fantasy XI, right? I wanted to comment on it, but I missed it. I don't know about this one. It's probably also from Final Fantasy XI, but I've not heard it, I don't think. Everything's still hazy, but I recall fighting alongside that girl. We were comrades in arms, I think. Something was clearly wrong with her. She not only mistook me for a monster, but she called her two-headed companion Ulmia. That's your name. No, okay. The Ulmia I know is an elven woman. Far cry from the reptilian fiend we encountered. Something dark has taken hold of her, out of her mind. I have to go and... I'll go after Prish. For whatever reason. Hey, because I'm an adventurer, that's what we do. You would put yourself in harm's way for my sake? Thank you. No, just for the sake of adventure. What? Is there some tension between us? Did I miss something? Why are you staring at me for that long without saying anything? I'm not used to that. I recognize that look. The eyes of a woman who's seen more than the fair share of battle. Despite what Prish has done, she was a dear friend to me. I'm fairly certain. Leave it to me. Have care, friend. There's no telling what lies beyond that portal. Probably Jeuno. So I think... Oh yeah, okay. Never mind. Well, okay, that was rather quick. So let's see how long it takes for us to actually get in there. See you in 20 minutes or something like that, right? Alright, here we go. I'm excited. Yeah, it's just past midnight. So I don't know how many people are in here that have already beaten it, right? Probably not that many. Because why would you do it again? I hope people are still gonna wait for cutscenes. Ooh! On the first day. I mean, they should probably. So many Viera, what the heck? Also, was that someone looking exactly like Wicked Thunder right next to me? Did I see that correctly? Well, that's not exactly the Jeuno that I remember. I don't remember it being that torn apart. Did I see someone looking like Wicked Thunder? No. Oh, yeah, there. Dark Knight. Well, kinda, I guess. Alright! Hello, hello, hello. So this is gonna be fun, right? I'm actually kind of surprised as to how quickly they die, I have to say. Problem is this, I already saw the first boss over there, right? So I hope I didn't just waste all my burst. I think I did, dang. Yeah, that's the fun part, exactly. Someone is saying, new alliance type, expect pain. And someone else is like, that's the fun part about it. And yes, exactly, that's why we're here. Oh, she's the first boss, really? Yeah, okay, I have no burst, that kind of sucks, but whatever. Except if you wait another minute? No, too bad. Oh yeah, dang, I forgot to... I forgot to change the... the voices to English, sorry about that. I think I've seen that in once, twice, oh, 3 times, too bad. Yeah, we've seen that in the live letter, right, when Yoshi went in for like a few tries. 2 times. Only 2 times this time. Nice. Knuckle sandwich. All the tanks to the tank, please. Wait, why didn't I do return? Oh, I used... never mind. Kinda messed it up. No idea what that is. Okay, it's just AoE. I would usually do like trials and alliance raids and stuff like that as a summoner, so I could rest people if necessary. But obviously, you know, like I'm currently maining ninja again. 2 times. Wait, what? Oh, I didn't see that part of the outer. I didn't see that. Ouch. Parts of the outer edges. Please heal me. Oh. Come on, why do you not heal? Like, all of our healers are alive. And like, resing costs you more more MP and more DPS than healing does. Alright. Once. Twice. 3 times. Realized my Dukamori and my Kunai's Bane are not in sync anymore, and we're dead. Because why would you heal as a healer? I don't know. If you can do that, deal damage. Great. Should have gone as a scholar. But yeah, you know, I'm basically canonically a ninja, right? So that's why I went in as a ninja, but yeah. Oh wow, that kind of sucks. I think she only did it once, right? Oh no, I thought it was the knockback, but it wasn't the knockback, obviously. Yeah, unfortunately, whenever a new patch hits, you know, like you have all the healers that are just used to never having to heal because they've just been farming same content over and over and over again, where they basically just use every single one of their GCDs for dealing damage, right, instead of healing. And then they come into new content and they're just like doing the same thing and not even looking at people's HP bars and stuff like that. That is super annoying, I have to say. Because I'm like, you're a freaking healer. If you queue as a healer, then please heal. And they're not even using the LB3. We literally have LB3. Like, what the heck are you even doing? Like, why are you single resing? What the heck is going on? We've had LB3 for like an hour. Oh, Jesus. It's not only just resing everyone instantly, you know, like it's also not having us having resurrection sickness, whatever it's called. Also, you have to heal people or they're gonna die instantly, immediately. Come on! Doses! I think I'm gonna leave. I can't leave. I can't leave if I'm gonna leave. I have to wait for 30 minutes. I mean, come on! What are you doing? Please. And like, I can't heal myself to full. Thank you. Sorry, this is just super annoying right now. Don't queue as a healer if you don't want to heal. Into new content at least. I mean, oh my god. And then not even use healer view, you know, like, it's like, oh. Only did it once, right? Dang. Wasn't sure if the second Mudra went through or not. Yeah, I'm really not a fan of the healers we have, so this is gonna be annoying, I think. Well, at least now they shielded, but now also basically everybody was alive, right? I mean, you can see how slow we are because she's already repeating mechanics over and over again. Oh, I'm stupid. Sorry, I thought it was the knockback again. And of course... Oh, okay. I don't have the... And again, not getting healed. Thank you. That's the heal. Maybe they're just warming up, right? Let's just assume they're just warming up. That's fine. Yeah, I don't know when I should be doing... Well, we have like 3 melees. I can do it now, I guess. Wasn't the only one having the idea, right? Was it once? I think it was once. Yeah, whatever. Sorry, but I mean, they literally let this person die from a dot. It's like, come on. Oh, I could just read 720. Yeah, I could have probably needed that. I don't know. Or not needed, but greeted. Let me quickly change that to English. Oh, that's different. If I actually find where it is. There we go. Not sure if I should be using any cooldowns now. Because, you know, like, normally in dungeons it's like, yeah, you can just use your cooldowns immediately after boss. Because there's gonna be enough... there's gonna be enough time for it to... for the cooldown to run through, right? Before you actually engage the next boss. But I have no idea... Come on. How many enemies there are in between this and the next boss? Because in some of the...
What is that? Is some kind of Tural Vitral?
How do you... I mean... because of course, you know, like in some of the near raids, for example, there was like back-to-back bosses, right? And there were not even like mini bosses in between and stuff like that, right? So I think I'm just not gonna use any. I think the next boss is already over there. Yeah, I should be looking at my rotation, I guess. Yeah, sorry, I was kind of annoyed at the previous fight. I hope it's gonna be better now. But it's really just, you know, like... It's just no fun, because you're always gonna die. Ooh, hello. You're always gonna die. Everybody's gonna die in new content, especially in 24-person raids. And it's just like, as a healer, you need to know if you queue into something like this. Oh, that's Jeuno, isn't it? No. Okay. Oh, of course it was a PC. Cosplaying as Jeuno, probably. Wait, what? Fafnir. Like, I don't like that you... Oh, now you're turning it around. That's probably... I don't know, what's this? Oh, great. Hey, instant SNR. Whoa. Oh, okay, it's just... Well, it's just a donut. I was, sorry. Panicking there a little. Really? Like, okay. I guess we need to remember where the fire started. What? Why did my... Oh, huh? Why did my Shukuchi not go through? That was weird. Why are you running out of it already? I think I had aggro from at least one of them, right? Come on, anyone? Thank you. Oh, frick. Yay! Finally we see it once more. The no positional thing that they introduced. Really? How was that above a Kakra? I wanted to do the health rock medium, obviously. Yeah. Pretty small. Alright, that's the donut thing, right? It started in north. So let's be close to here so we can run out. And it does the next thing. There we go. You know, like, failing mechanics isn't the problem. Dying is fun. Problem is not getting rest. That's not fun, unfortunately. Pressing wrong buttons. Don't think that's a proximity thing, right? Yes, yes. Oh my god! Oh, hello. Of course it started moving at exactly that moment. What? Really? What? That just insta-kills you? Are you kidding me? Of course it started moving that moment, you know? Why is he standing inside of the thing that insta-kills you? Come on, please. Or she, I'm not even sure. Might be a she, right? Fafnir. Whatever. Well, okay. That was actually not that difficult of a boss. It was just
Teleportation magic.
first time seeing things, you know.
Brace yourselves.
The usual.
So
Ah, no, there we
where are
go.
we now? And what are these floating ruins?
I wouldn't know. I don't know why we're getting teleported all over the places. I'm assuming these are all places in Final Fantasy XI. Because as I said before, I mean, of course, obviously, I do know Jeuno. But I've only been at Jeuno at the beginning, right? Obviously. Nah, I didn't want to. Forgot that I didn't want to use cooldowns. Trash. Welterbound memo. Damn it, this path should lead to the Veluganon Palace. I'm going to be late for the spawn at this rate. Yeah, I think that's like an area somewhere in the center, right, of FF? Well, oh yeah, aren't these like the teleporting structures where you can teleport as a black mage, I think, in Final Fantasy XI? Nah, it looks a little different, right? But I guess they're talking about a world boss spawning. Also, I mean, I love that they made Dokumori a... Oh, that's new. I love that they made Dokumori an AoE. But why the heck did it have to be a cone AoE when Kunai's Bane is a circular AoE? That like makes no sense, you know, like you need to be at the edge of the enemies for Dokumori to hit, and then you need to go inside the enemies for Kunai's Bane to hit. It's like, really, why? Just make it the same. But I mean, as I said, I'm still glad that they actually made Dokumori an AoE. That's great. Don't want to be using my Fukuchi. Feel like kinda gonna need it. Is that not where we're going? Oh, it is where we're going. Teleporter. Hello. Not sure what I think of these bosses so far. If they... Oh, hello. Like they felt rather simple. I mean, mechanics weren't too bad, but they were just repeating the same mechanics over and over, right? They had like 2 different mechanics. I'll have to admit I don't really...
5 of them. This should be interesting.
I have to admit I don't really remember how many mechanics like the first bosses in... Well, actually, I do. Aglaya. Aglaya was... I don't know, it felt like more special than these bosses. I would say. I actually need to split up. Why? Oh. Hello. Okay, we don't do AoE, I see.
You shall be burnt by the rage that controls you.
Yeah, I was really confused by that. I was really not looking at anything that happens right now. Of course. Can you please... Really? Eznami! Come on, it's instant now!
You shall be consumed by the cowardice that binds you.
I didn't even see there was a look away anywhere on the screen, you know? And then you're just frozen for all the remaining mechanics if you don't get Eznard. Are you kidding me?
You shall be twisted.
And like that's exactly why they made it instant. And people still don't use it. Oh, this is infuriating.
Rage creeps.
Yeah, sure, run away from me. Whatever.
Cowardice dismembers.
Set the look away. Nope. Something else. Oh, can you please pull it over here?
You shall be smothered by the
Thank you.
arrogance that consumes you.
Oh, there's a... I'm not protected by any debuffs. Oh, come on, really? I love being able to run during Tenchi-Chin now.
You shall be defeated by the apathy that plagues you.
What are you doing? Oh, okay. It's the same as forward and backward. Red Casper? Which Casper? I mean, I guess... I have no idea who we should be attacking, I have to say. Holy crap! Dang. That hit me. Oh, okay, that was all her. Okay. So there was different enemies. Do they share HP? Does it not matter who we are attacking? Because we don't have the buffs anymore, right? That's the things that I don't like, you know, like when it's... Trial and error, obviously, because how should we have known how many times... How many AoEs there would be coming from that enemy, right? How many times he would swing. And then, of course, the tank didn't pull the mob over, right? So I wanted to go back to deal damage, obviously. Why? Why? Oh, that's why. Is that the same PA as Uklamot? I'm so confused. What am I doing?
Arrogance defiles.
Hello? Why do I need to run out of the AoE, of the soaked AoE to not die? Come on. Sorry, I'm super annoyed. I'm so annoyed by all of this.
Cowardice dismembers.
That's the wrong buttons. No, it actually wasn't. What am I doing? I'm playing so bad.
Apathy strikes.
That's what I wanted to do. Actually, I could just be doing AoE, right? I mean, currently we can attack whatever we want. Kinda weird having an AoE fight like that. I'm not sure if we ever had that. With so many enemies at once for the whole fight, you know? Hello?
You shall be consumed by the cowardice that binds you.
Guess my Tenchi-Jin ran out. That was kinda weird. Before I could do the last hit. Was it a bo- Okay, that was weird. I know.
Uklamat chose her companions well.
That was a weird boss.
Our next destination.
Very, very unlike anything we've seen before in Final Fantasy, I would say. Which isn't bad necessarily, it's just it needs some time getting used to.
What? Why only you?
Nah. Bye, Baku Jaja. Alright. It's a really short raid, actually. Wow. There's barely any trash. Oh! Golbez. Oh yeah, that's that guy. That seems to be some guy in Final Fantasy XI, right? Shadow Lord. Kindred Rage. Never seen him, obviously, in Final Fantasy XI.
Come, mortals.
Always.
Allow me to show you the depths of my hatred and your folly.
We don't even have any story, any context to this. Like, okay. Wood. Oh, okay. Whatever you say. Wait, what? Did I? Ah, I didn't attack him. Why did he attack? Why did I aggro when the tank ran forward? What the heck? I didn't attack it. I just used mudras. I mean, I didn't mean to pull. I just saw the tank running forwards and suddenly it was attacking me. I don't even know why. Oh, that's... okay.
Frail mortals, I will tear your flesh and crush your bones.
Okay.
Flames of hatred.
That's gonna change the arena, right?
There will be naught left of man but smoke and ash.
No, I guess we don't need to split up. Oh, that's inwards, I see.
Let the fires
Dark Nebula.
and rage. Kneel before me. Your demise shall portend the extinction of Altana's vile progeny.
Inwards. Hello. Oh, I didn't even see that.
The darkness within me shall devour you all.
This one is the easiest so far. Kinda funny.
This insult, I will scour
Now they're making so much use of the
your blood.
no positionals thing.
Give
Not
up
like in
painful strivings.
the initial
Give
on,
in
7.0. That was literally only the normal mode of Wicked Thunder where they used it, right?
your funeral dirge has begun.
Oh, phase 2.
Mournful notes sing of your demise.
Terror Slash.
Filth, return to the feculent soil.
Don't have tank LB, so good luck, I guess. Oh, that was more show than actual hurt. Giga Slash, Nightfall. What's the difference now, I wonder? Oh, now he's doing it 3 times. I was late with my Kuna's Bane there.
Behold, as the spate of my rage quenches the
Uh-oh. What's with the clones? Yeses. Oh. Okay. Didn't see that. First one. Please heal me. Don't heal me, I'm dead. I didn't look at the animation. Okay, so one of the orbs is bigger than the other, I see.
Justice withstand the brunt of the deepest rancor and wrath.
I'm not gonna go in there. I'm not gonna get healed anyways. See? I have to say I'm kind of forgetting, you know, like the fact that I don't really need to be syncing my raid cooldowns to anyone else, right? Because nobody's really doing that anyways. Oh, really? So I can't just wait for my Kunai's Bane to be back up again before I do the Kumori. Like, ugh. Ah, stupid. Yay, that's gonna be fun. Kinda like this one. It's probably my favorite so far. Yeah, I just now saw that there's also a square in the center, right, with this one. I might actually join the next release of a 24-person raid as a healer first, because I do remember it being the exact same with the Endwalker 24-person raids. I was also super annoyed that the healers didn't heal, didn't rest and stuff like that for a very long time at least. Oh wow, this is interesting. What the heck is going on? I think it was over here, wasn't it? First one. Yeah. What's funny? Doom Orb? That doesn't sound good. Oh, all of the others are, the other alliance parties are dead. Like, great, nice. But they should all have LB3 actually, right? At least I'm not the only one to have missed a first telegraph, right? At this point. Yeah, but yeah, our healers should be rezzing, you know, like we know that's gonna be a problem, right? I hope that was the first one this time. It's like, there's still nobody alive in the other parties except for the tanks. Because ours are the only healers and they don't res. Or heal. Most of the time. Oh, that's not good. Yeah. Wow. Healers are literally complaining about people asking for reses in chat. Wow, what the fuck? Like, yeah, that happened because it didn't raise. Like, what did you expect? I mean, hello? And you know, like, they probably all had LB3, right? They just had to res a healer out of Group Alliance B, a healer out of Alliance C, and they could have all just heal LB'd their whole parties. But why would you do that when you queue a new 24-person raid as a healer, right? Because what do you do as a healer? You're a green DPS, nothing else. Thank you to all the guides that, you know, like, teach people that nowadays. Wow, the one... And yes, you can also hardcast races, you know? Oh, jeez. Yeah, definitely they expect me to do the next 24-person raids as a scholar. I mean, the problem is, of course, I'm gonna die as well, right, in those, so it's not like that would be much better, but at least I'm gonna heal and focus on healing, not dealing the damage. Again, I'm not annoyed at wiping. Wiping is normal. It's just like... It would have been so easy to recover it, but they just didn't want to. Like, come on. I'm still not sure why I was attacked initially.
Not until I have eradicated you and your kind from this world.
What do you mean, my kind? You don't even know my kind. Umbra, smash! Oh, I just realized that's the same as in E11. Almost missed that one.
Mortals, I will tear your flesh and crush your bones.
Alright, just talking about mortals in general that you want to eradicate. Alright, new mission, don't get hit by anything. Which I'm probably not gonna accomplish.
There will be naught left of man but smoke and ash.
Because the mission phase with the clones is pretty... well, not the first one, but the second one. That's really confusing.
Ride and rage. Kneel before me.
I command thee, kneel!
And the extinction of Altana's vile progeny. The darkness within me shall devour you all.
Darkness within. Wait, what? Why is my goodness bane not ready? That was weird. Didn't I use it in cooldown?
This insult, I will scour it away with your blood.
Nightfall! Great song by Blind Guardian, actually.
Painful strivings, give in to the darkness of oblivion. Your funeral dirge has begun. Its mournful notes sing of
Arrow Slash was not really something to write home about, I would say.
wretched filth. Return to the feculent soil that birthed you.
But maybe I just over-medicated it. Kinda hurts. Stupid, why did I do that? Pretty nice of them to have the third one, you know, like be smaller than the first two hits.
As the spate of my rage quenches the candle of your trivial existence.
Alright, this one was the one that was kind of fine. But I think the second intermission with the two clones was pretty chaotic, right? Ah, dang, I didn't see where the second one was. Okay.
Can your vaunted
That was pretty good.
justice withstand the brunt of the deepest rancor and wrath?
So much easier to have your 2-minute burst now. And being able to move on the Tenjichin. That's a different pattern. Not gonna lie, I thought the end of the cast would be a snapshot. I can still do auto hits, that's funny, but not anything else.
The insects you are!
Yeah, I missed all my bursts, unfortunately. I ran in there because the cast was through, and I was kind of like, you know, like thinking, oh, that's a snapshot, right? And then I thought I had to move real quickly because the second AoEs would go directly on me, right, where I was standing. And I didn't realize I still had to wait for the AoE markers, to, the telegraphs to appear. Hello? I need to sync up all my cooldowns again. Kind of stupid what I'm playing right now, what I'm doing right now.
trembles before
I don't like that one. Yeah, that's a... Oh yeah, that's a really confusing one. That's what I was talking about before. That was the second hole. Over here. Oh, that was close.
Kneel before me. Your demise shall portend the extinction of Altana's vile progeny.
Wait, what was Dumark again? Don't bleed. Okay. Yeah, I think now it's just repeating, right? Looping through the mechanics. Stay away from me, please. Thank you. Oh, yes, the stack I just saw. I wonder how we got that one. If it's just a soft enrage that he deals more damage with every cycle now. Or probably when he does it with the Doom thingy, right? Where I was like, what was that again? The Doom Arc, I think was called. Home away from home. Yeah, that was my favorite one. That was kind of good. The first was kind of fun, but really had only 2 mechanics, I felt, right? Which was kind of weird. Well, and some AoEs, I guess. And then that's the... Isn't that the music that plays on the... I do remember this from Final Fantasy XI for sure. But I don't remember exactly when it plays. Is it Jeuno's theme? Not sure. Alright, that was something. Yeah, again, sorry for the rage, but it's really just, you know, like, if you queue for new content as a healer, then please focus on healing. It's just, it's no fun lying around dead on the floor for half of the fight. That's just, yeah. I mean, I do understand that for the healers, it's also kind of annoying if they have to rest all the time. But that's just what it is at the beginning. I'm sorry, it's just that's just what it is. I mean, at least if you don't heal people, right, you can prevent them from dying. Not always, of course. But there was a few instances there where people died without, just because of not enough healing, right? So, all right, that's more of the Jeuno I remember. I just realized we still haven't anyone pronounce it in the game, right? Well, hello. Are you alright? Why are you suddenly friendly to me? And I guess now they don't think we're Taurus anymore. She's merely sleeping. It remains to be seen if she'll give us a fight when she wakes. Yeah, I do remember something in the patch notes being like, there would be a new area, right, where you could be in, which is not usually something that Final Fantasy XIV does, except for, you know, like small areas like the Doman Enclave and stuff. So now that we're here, I think we might just have this as in the area, right? Like, as an instance, well, a rather small area, but that's still cool, I would say. Okay, I guess you have. Yeah, well, you do have small areas like the Prima Vista and Stormblood and stuff like that, right? But not like in World of Warcraft, where you have like when there is a new area that's is usually like the whole new endgame loop. Obviously, this is not going to be that. But having Jeuno as an area to wander around in sounds pretty cool, actually. Depending on how big it is, it's probably not going to be the same size as an actual city, right? So yeah, it's probably more going to be on the size of a Prima Vista and stuff. Oh, that's Bakul Jaja. That's not Galul Jaja. I just realized. But never mind. Okay, that's Bakul Jaja. Where are you coming from? Oh, okay. Yeah, because I just realized it remains to be seen if she'll give us a fight. If she'll give us a fight when she wakes. I just realized that's not Galul Jaja carrying her, but Bakul Jaja. He looks different though. He does. Hello. Ah! Oh, come on, he was even smiling for you. A two-headed lizard trying to take a bite out of me. Oh, interesting, she doesn't seem to Oh yeah, of course, she didn't see Galul Jaja as Galul Jaja, but as someone else, right? As an Ellison woman. Scrawny thing like you would barely make a snack. Besides, we don't eat people. I mean, the eyes are totally different than Ellison eyes, right? So they really did basically make it an Elvan model. That's really cool. Sorry, I'm a little on edge. Why? If you've not quarreled with us, we've none with you. We only wish to talk. Hello. Can they really be trusted? Who are you talking to? Yourself? You're talking to me? I just fought you. Why are you... Okay. You're no better than to judge people based on their appearance. It's fine. You're an intimidating specimen. I'm Prish, by the way. Nice to meet you. Yeah, we know. No, she doesn't remember, obviously. Yay, we can run around in Jeuno. Lower Jeuno. Ooh, I like it. Today's just been full of surprises. What's up to this place? I don't know. Oh yeah, it's still pretty broken. There is much of this we don't understand, but what we do understand is the battle is won. Now at least. It would have otherwise been a struggle proved a decisive victory against the Dawn Servant's Shade and the rest of those fiends. That is to say, thanks. Thank you for your help, Yummy. Oh, that really hurt, right? You know, like, to say that? Nah. It all began with a stone. Prish is almost definitely probably certain. Almost definitely probably certain. We are standing in Jeuno. What were your names again? Bakul, Jaja, and Yummy. Oh, the other way around. Yummy and Bakul Jaja, right? I don't know where you're from, but I can tell I'd love to visit. You've literally been there. Can't say I've ever seen anyone quite like you before. I don't know about that. If you're done with the small talk, would you mind explaining why you attacked us? What in the world are you talking about? Don't play the fool with us. You were spouting nonsense about us being Taurus and nearly killed a man on your rampage. Well, I do recall fighting Taurus not long ago to protect Ulmia. Ulmia? Yeah, that was what he called Galul Jaja's Shade. A friend of hers, you say? Yeah, an Elven woman. That's all well and good, but she was addressing Galul Jaja's Shade with that name. The incantations needed to summon it are said to be based on a much older magic, one capable of clouding people's minds. If her enemy is skilled enough to summon Galul Jaja, it stands to reason such tricks are not beyond them. Meaning young Prish here was likely tricked and believing the shade was this Ulmia person. So it was all an illusion then. Yeah, you nearly killed. Well, you didn't really kill us, but you know, you did attack us. It's starting to come back to me. There was someone who warned me that a dear friend needed my protection. He was blue like your left head, and he gave me these bizarre weapons. Blue, like me. I usually fight with my fists, but didn't think twice except what they gave me. I suppose the magic's to blame. In any case, I hope the real Ulmia hasn't been dragged into all this. Can you tell us anything about the one you thought was your Ulmia? Where they may be hiding, perhaps? Would that I could, but when I got here, I was all by my lonesome. Here being very exactly. Another town? Well, that's where I'm from, right? Jeuno. At least, I think this is Jeuno. There was never anything like that there before. Mostly empty, but there are a few people lingering about. If you know where to look, maybe they can tell us something. Go with Prish and see what you can learn of this place and the whereabouts of the Jade. We will remain here and keep watch on this rift. Okay. Alright. She's probably gonna follow us, right? Right then, let's have a look around. Oh, and we should probably stop by the Jeuno as well. It's in the back of Neptune's Spire, across the way from the fountain. Oh god, I was hoping to run into you two. Why us two specifically? I don't wish to be overly forward, but why were you speaking with that Mamucha earlier? More importantly, what was it doing here? It would never dare venture beyond the shores of Aurajia. Unless... My gods. Has Gilganos laid siege to Art Urgan? Is Jeuno next to fall? I don't think are Mamuchas a thing in 511? I don't know. I don't know anything about sieges or invasions, but that Mamucha over there is a friend of mine. There ain't nothing for you to worry about. The poor man's probably more confused than we are about all this. Auction house. Any questions? In the past. Great wealth. Probably like the players, right? That were used to stand there in the 511. Adventurers gather from all corners of the world to buy and sell their spoils here. Taxes are a pain, but it's worth it if for the wide selection. Just between you and me, though, I've heard you can cut a good deal with merchants peddling their wares just outside of town. Otherwise, it closed. The auction house never closes. Maybe they're waiting for things to return back to normal around here. Whenever they reopen, I suggest you stop by. Who knows, you may get lucky and find something way below market price. Or maybe something I can trade this beautiful tattered sheet music for. Reminds me on Stray, where you bring the sheet music to whatever his name was. The musician, right, that plays it on his guitar. You're new to Jeuno, aren't you? I can tell by the way you are taking in the sights. The city was built upon Heaven's Bridge, connecting the two great continents of Kwon and Mindartia. You'll find there's an upper and lower level, a port, and the administrative plaza of Rulud Gardens. Rulud? If we pronounce everything in French, that would be Rulud. At least you would have before. All ways in and out of Lower Jeuno appear to be blocked or cut off. The situation here is worse than I thought. Mia, 1k, can I have? Oh god. Monstrous, recorded, Dale. Oh yeah, that's... FF11 of course also had the auto-translation system. So that was kinda like... what they were shouting about when they wanted to buy something, right? I am patrol. Expect to patrol us. Token exchange? Oh, never mind. That's probably... Beat music exchange. Nice. I don't even know which one I would want. Battle theme. Probably the one that sells for the most on the market. Let me quickly consider Universalis. Mythburn Adventurer. Hello. I do remember that gear. Can't say I've seen your sort around here before. Where are you from, stranger? I am from... Lomins, I actually don't know. Oh yeah, Limsa Laminsa. Can't say I've heard of it. Most folks passing through hail from Zandoria Bastoka windows. Considering the present state of Jeuno, though, seems strange is becoming a common occurrence. I'd be lying if I said I'd heard of your homeland either, but that's not important right now. Times like this, we need to know who can be trusted. Discuss the barred door. What? Why is this blocked off? There's supposed to be stairs here leading up to the residential area. Oh, dude, you shouldn't have said those words. Yoshi. I swear things get stranger here by the minute. Party, looking, dark, samurai, dragoon. Oh yeah, that's where actually jobs in Final Fantasy XI. Dragoons having dragon pets. Neptune Spire, applicants, invite, our branch, please, will issue membership. Entrance to the Tin Shodo. What's that? Press against the wall, but it refuses to budge. Won't open. Then I guess he won't be meeting Aldo. He's the head of the Tin Shodo. Then when the world's in danger, he's always there to lend me a hand. A shame I can't meet him. Reminds me of our friends, the Scions. That's actually usually me being there when they need to have someone rescue the world, not the other way around, but okay. Scions, eh? They sound like a competent lot. Unfortunately, we're on our own here. Whatever's happening here, these people are just as bewildered as we are. We should go back and find Pikul Jeja. See if he's noticed anything. Oh, I need to go to bed. Return at last, with answers, I hope. Not really, to be honest. Everything's blocked shut. We are truly in this Jeuno, as she says. But I've traveled all over Tural and never heard of Jeuno or Zandoria or any of those other places. What in Atlanta's name is Tural? I thought all your Mamulcha are from Arachia. Hello. Rish, you're alright. And she has to thank you, I'm sure. I kinda slapped her all over the place, but okay. Well, actually she slapped me all over the place, I would say. But okay. And impaled me. And other stuff that I don't want to relive again. Oh, thanks for caring, I guess. And who are you exactly? I thought he was a friend of yours. What? I've never seen him before in my life. What? How can you say such a thing? I mean, you do look like the sort I might know, but I'm drawing a blank. What is the name, mister? He doesn't remember. My name is Ulmia, maybe? He doesn't look female, but who knows, right? He must be the one they found wounded in the Sky Deep Zenity. Well, we have to tell you something. Sky Deep Zenotian. How about Al-Shal? That's a nice sounding name. Is that what you would want your child to be named? If you ever had one? Vagabond in the Mamulcha tongue. Oh, okay, never mind. That might be closer to adventure in Yamiziosian. Nicely chosen, brother. I already forgot it. Al-Shal, okay. That does have a nice ring to it. Al-Shal it is. Do you know how it is spelled? So, where are we exactly? Why do you not know that? Jeuno, or at least a close approximation. Surely you remember this place, don't you? It does feel familiar. What's so special about this place anyway? And where did that damn shade get off to? None of this makes any sense. Not really. Interesting that they backloaded the story this time after the raid, right? And usually it's more the other way around, I feel. My, what a vexing predicament. Our boy! Sarilja! He's alive! Hey, that's the one that put me under a spell, I'm sure of it. So, the Buneva sycophant yet lives. What are you doing here? As you found me in a generous mood, I thought I might enlighten you as to the nature of this place. That is why you've come, isn't it? How did he survive that, though? Oh, that actually makes sense, you know, like, he probably, like... Did he get teleported to another shard? The 11th one? Maybe? The young lady is correct. That is the Grand Duchy of Jeuno. So we really are in Jeuno. And yet something about it feels so off. I never said this is the real one. It's an imitation. A rather convincing one, I might add. Which I created based on visions of another world. Are these also dreams? You built this? Oh, I'm so happy that he's actually not dead. I am so happy about this. Oh my god, this makes this scene so much better in the, from the MSQ. That I did. While you and yours were holding the Dawn Servant's coronation, Zoralja and I ventured to the gate of the Golden City. Everything was proceeding as planned. The gate's key was in our possession, the power to reshape the world within our grasp. Or so I thought. In the eyes of the resilient sun, I was but a useless tool to be cast aside. By all rights, I should have died when he struck me down. Once the chamber was empty, the gate still open. I saw my chance. What I found when I dragged myself across the threshold was an emptiness, a space beyond time. It was there in this dark expanse I beheld another world. The world was called Vana'diel. I remember some of these places, yes. Oh, Centauria. Windows. What a load of rubbish! As if anyone could believe that everything and everyone here is little more than one of your toys. Oh, Electro. So we are not in the 11th, but in the 9th. He turned to stone. That's actually Electrobe. As I said, everything you see here is of my creation. Much like we fashioned the Phantom of Gulu Chacha for the feet of the Brotherhood, I was able to use our ceremonial tools to breathe life into my visions. Vana'diel. Under normal circumstances, my conjurings only have strength enough for a brief clash. With that stone, however, my magics are capable of so much more. What stone? Oh, Electrope. Isn't that what Zoralja used to build his army? Electrope, he called it. Yeah. Oh, that's pretty cool applications. Electrope, you say? If you know its name, then I trust you also know these stones are possessed of immense power. Power enough for my creations to persist for as long as I please. Kinda. Well, as long as you have ether to feed it, right? Which was the whole thing about... What was the name of the final area? Something memory, right? Living memory. Fortunate then that world between worlds was filled with structures made from Electrope. More than I could ever hope for. Wait, if everything we see here, everything we believed was from Vana'diel, is of your making then, am I... You're a dream, little one. Gods, that would mean I am as well. You... Yes, well... A trivial thread in the tapestry of my grand design. And what a wondrous weave it will be, made possible by the endless possibilities gleaned in that walk of echo. The memories buried there, those remnants of echoes will shape my dreams into reality. I once believed that dream lay in the resilient sun, but that bastard is dead to me. He's also dead to everybody else, so... By my hand, Tural will have the greatest ruler that the world has ever known. Undying Gulu Jaja. I've made an admirable start. My work is far from finished. Very soon, I will draw upon the echoes once more to summon the greatest beings of Vana'diel, and their strength will be made one with this magnificent... with this magnificent shade. The reason and the resolve which built the nation of Tuliolal matched with the uncompromising tyranny that commanded the Mamulja of that world. You'll never get away with this! I wanted these solid memories of my Vana'diel. Well, I'm not that fond of it. If you want to listen to reason, then maybe listen to my fists. My blades, actually. Punch him! Come on! One punch, girl. That's the spirit. My preparations will take time, of course, but when I am ready, you can be certain I will call upon you to bear witness to my greatness. Bye. The real jar, wait! Living electrope, interesting. Vana'diel! Just when I thought things couldn't become more complicated, making sense of Alexandria was trouble enough, but now we have this Vana'diel to deal with as well. I can only imagine how prescient Al-Shal must be feeling. What do you... I should have talked to them. What do you do when your very existence is called into question? Fish? Oh, okay. That was enlightening. That world was called Vana'diel. Al-Shal regards Frisch with a pained look in his eyes. Try as I might, I can recall nothing of my past to refute Sterilja's claims. Frisch, on the other hand, seems to know everything of her past and who she is. Yet to be told the memories of your life are not your own, I can only imagine how she must feel. Well, he doesn't have memories, yeah, okay. Now's not the time to be disheartened, at least not here anyway. I wouldn't trust anything made by Sterilja to be safe for long. Or to remain functional. Yeah, maybe we should go back to Yaktel. Let's return to Mamuk while we still can. My mother will want to know what we've seen here. So no running around freely in Jeuno. Ah, too bad. ... Now that we returned, I can see now this isn't the Mamuk that I know. Does Mamuk exist in Final Fantasy XI? I wonder. I'm glad to see you and Baku Jecha returned safely, and you've brought a new guest. There you are. I thought you should be the one to explain what happened out there in Yaktel. The long story. I'll let Yomi surmise it. Not simply from another territory, but another world entirely. That explains much of the initial confusion between us. My apologies for any trouble I may have caused, and thank you for taking me in. Different worlds, and yet we seem to have so much in common. I cannot help but wonder what it is that links the two together. What indeed? You mistook us for the Mamulja of your Vana'diel that when we first met. May I ask what they are like? Brutal as it seems. Nothing at all like you and yours, even if they do bear a striking resemblance. There was a time when all the peoples of Vana'diel, the Mamulja included, knew peace. But a tyrant was possessed by a terrible power, claimed rulership over the Mamulja and turned them against us. Was that the Shadow Lord? Before we realized it, we were at war. A tale similar to ours in a way. The rare few of us born with two heads grow to be immensely powerful. That power was used to justify our preeminence over all others. But that is not who we are anymore. We can be better than our forebears. We will be better. All of our hard work will be nothing if Sterilja succeeds in seizing the throne. Well, you'll not want for aid in stopping him. I promise you that. Oh, keen to lend a hand, are you? I don't need to know who I am to know the right thing to do. My blade is yours. On my honor as an adventurer of Vana'diel, we will put an end to Zerilta's schemes. But you're both his creations, and he said that you're both a threat in his grand design, so... Is that a good idea? I don't think so. If she were here, I'm sure she'd have done the same. Right then. I wonder if this is actually Ulmia, and Zerilta just messed up the gender. We can worry about whether or not I'm real another day. And like, of course, it's obviously not the real Ulmia, but you know, like, might be the person he created in from the picture of Ulmia that he saw, right? I'm just going to stand around and let the Zerilta piss all over the memories of my home. Oh, language, lady. You can count me in too. Don't think you can forget about us. This all started in Yoctel, and we have a duty to keep our forest safe. Alright, we'll all do all of that immediately in 9 months. When the next part of the raid releases. Zerilta has left us without a trail to follow, but it's only a matter of time before he reveals himself to challenge Yomi once more. There we go. It's only gonna be 9 months. Yay. If you're to be ready, I think it prudent the two of you learn more of our world. An excellent idea, brother. We shall start with Tuliolal and see to our own preparations while we're there. If you would meet us at the dirigible landing, we will see Prishan al-Shal to Tuliolal. That's the dirigible landing down here? No, that's up in... whatever the other town was called. These balloon-powered airships are really something. I didn't expect the flight to be so smooth. This is Tuliolal. Before I forget, I couldn't help but notice how much you seem to know about me. Is there anything else you remember? I was once female. I'm afraid I don't. Unless you don't recognize me either, perhaps we weren't acquaintances after all. What I know of you was likely overheard in a tavern somewhere. Patrons sharing stories of your famed exploits. I see. Well, I'll leave it at that then. Now, where to begin? Also, she's a really small Elvan, right? Not even sure. Not sure. Is she meant to be a child, or is she just a small woman? Like, I mean, she looks like a princess, or well, I don't know what's the daughter of a duchess or duke called. Duchess. Now, where to begin? Brother, would it not be wise to first apprise the Landsguard of what's happened? Or would you prefer another stern lecture from the Vow of Reason? I'd sooner rip off her tail. Fine. Gotta keep them occupied while we see to the Landsguard. Maybe take them to eat or something. Tacos! As I know, take them to Auntie's to sample her tacos. There we go. Here for that first meal of yours. Be spoiled. Oh, thank you. Redemption at last! And just to be clear, we're not expecting to earn your forgiveness. No amount of good deeds will ever undo our past. But there's always time to build a better future. Oh, he's such a good guy now. Almost too good. When you get there, tell her we sent you. You'll see that they're taken care of. Tacos at long last. Oh, how I've waited for this moment. Oh, didn't you only find out about the tacos like 10 minutes ago? Thought nothing could match the rich flavor of our tacos back home, but the spicy seasoning of this meat is something else. Why do I not have any tacos? I do have. Why am I not Why am I not eating tacos? This means I'm the Kuljacha, so don't hold back. Prisha's taking the lead, but we won't be outdone, surely. Oh, I can eat. I can eat a lot. I couldn't eat another bite. Thanks for treating us. It wasn't me, it was Bukul Jaja. It was almost like a taste of home. Vana'diel. But that's where she is from, right. Vana'diel. Seeing as we still have a little extra time to ourselves, care to hear more about Vana'diel? You really need to go to bed. I feel like I remember this plains. Like from the way to Jeuno. Sure if it's actually the same. The rest I don't recognize. 20 years ago, the land was gripped by a terrible conflict, the Crystal War, they called it, and it wasn't long before my home, Vana'diel, was drawn into the struggle. During their assault on the peninsula, the Beastmen launched a weapon so powerful it sundered the land, connecting us to the mainland. Those who survived fled to the Vana'diel Safehold. It wasn't much, but we were able to piece together a modest living down in those caves. What were you doing at Jeuno then? Sorry, I'm spoiling the mood, aren't I? I don't know. You're an adventure too, aren't you? Have any tales of daring you can share with us? I saved the universe. I don't know if you want to hear about that. It's really not that spectacular. It only takes you like 500 hours of gameplay time. Not really. Depends on how quickly you go through it, I guess. Yeah, up there, somewhere in the sky. That's where we fought. Despair itself. Traveling to other worlds and saving this one from the very embodiment of despair. Not only this one, come on. Wait, really? You're not just an adventurer, you're a goddamn living legend. Yeah, kind of. Hero and living legend. What? Do you remember being one as well? Cool, Jaja. Sorry for the wait. We didn't really wait for you, to be honest. We didn't even know you'd be coming. There was much dear price the lands got off, as you well know. Oh yeah, right, right, I remember. That Zerilja was behind the stolen relics and the sightings of Gulul Jeje was understandably difficult for them to hear. And yet there are others enticed by the rumors of a strange portal in the woods. I've heard some foolhardy treasure seekers have gone off looking for it. Dangerous thought, knowing Zerilja could show up at any time with more of these echoes. Always echoes to Vana'diel, not return to Vana'diel, right? Sorry. Which is why I'm going back to Jeuno to make sure our people stay out of there. If you're going, then so are we. It beats sitting around waiting. Neck muscles out of steel. Yeah, obviously we can. We need a possibility to go back, right? Because I still have this orchestrion role to hand over. I'm fairly sure I've had Tavanasian tagos before. They were famous for their hardness and helped stave off fatigue. Perfect for those who often found themselves on the defensive in battle. Oh, I was a buff food in 511, nice. Maybe you should bring Vuklamat and this other friend of yours. Kyle, was it? Why? Please not Vuklamat. No, everyone but not Vuklamat, please. No, I'm not ready yet. God, those tacos are bloody brilliant! There's nothing better than good food and good company to pass the time. Jeuno! Bakal Chacha is ready to return to Jeuno. Would that we had time to show you more of Tuliolal, but you can't afford to have anything wandering about in Jeuno. Anyone. Then let us make haste to Dawntrail. Okay, I didn't even come here then. For tacos, obviously, but whatever. It's hard to blame anyone for wanting to take a peek inside. I know certainly I would. The sooner we clear this place out, the better. I can only speak for myself, but the idea of running headlong through a mysterious rift to God's nowhere in search of treasure seems absurd. Right. Thrall has no shortage of legends like the City of Gold to inspire would-be treasure seekers. No risk is too great if they believe their dreams can be realized. Effort's better spent on a more honest living, I'd say. Walking a noble path like you, brother. In any case, wherever we find in there, we have to get them out, quickly. Like this lady. I realize how preposterous it seems, but none of this is real. I'm a Muja by the name of Sarilja created this place. And what if one of those weird shadow things decided to gobble you up? On a Wharton thief. Wait, what? Oh, I didn't realize we can go in here. Welcome, Chamber of Commerce. We assist job labor. Yeah, I kind of remember this as a place where a lot of crystals exploded. Brawl. Thief. When I jumped through that rift, I was expecting a dungeon or maybe a labyrinth, not whatever all this is. Yeah, it's not real. Go home. It's dangerous and I need to leave. Don't make me laugh. Not long ago I heard someone crowing in the streets about some rare stone they found. Something like that could be worth a fortune. I'm not going anywhere if there's riches just lying around for the taking. Well, I wouldn't say it's lying around. Never seen a city like this in Tyrol before. Yeah, it's not real. From a different world. That's a real chance. Dangerous, you say? Perhaps I should hold off on serving further then. What a shame. I happened upon a rather curious stone I hope to take with me. But it was stolen by some ton of Wharton brood. Without knowing the value of that stone, I can't say it's worth giving chase, but he ran off to the south, if you mean to go after them. I'll be leaving now. If it's truly as dangerous as you say, I hope you'll be leaving soon as well. Already saw the one. Really wasn't ready for that long of a recording. Give back the stone. You're looking for some fancy trinkets too? Well, feast your eyes on this. And he shows me his arse. That's just electrope. Are you kidding me? Like everything here is literally made out of that. We spoke with anyone who would listen, though a few were too stubborn to heed our warnings. Block of raw electrope would help. Also, the texture is a little low quality. I take it you're the one that found this. I'm sorry, but we can't let you leave with that zone. It's too dangerous. You expect me to just hand it over? This isn't Tuliolal. You have no authority here. I found it and I'm keeping it. You know, usually out in the wilds, it's usually law of the fittest. This is for your own good, but put the stone down and walk away, or else. Careful, brother. Lay a hand on him and the vow of resolve will never let us hear the end of it. We are already in her debt as it is. Fine, you've come here to make a fortune, yes? Then let me pay you for it. That would certainly save me the trouble of finding a suitable buyer, but don't expect me to let it go for cheap. Who knows? Couldn't help but overhear you selling an artifact found in these ruins. Whatever this gentleman's willing to pay, I assure you I can pay more. Well, I barge in, I'm not so sure about that, to be honest. Great, just what we needed. What do you suppose we do now? Explaining the circumstances surrounding this place would likely take more time than we can afford. Kill them all. Ah, of course. Why not hold an auction for the stone? An auction? That would certainly simplify matters. It would save you the trouble of bargaining with all interested parties separately and incentivizes them to pay you handsomely, lest they be outbid. Fine by me, but I'll only be accepting payment in Gil. This money will be taking me overseas, where I can finally live the life I've always wanted. You know, we do realize he's just a freaking thief. It's not even got the... Why are we not just... Oh, whatever. Confiscating it. Oh... Oh, come on, I really need to go to bed. Yes. If I may have your opening bids. 500 million gil. And you handle the bidding. We don't have much experience with auctions, but we do have coin you can use. Around 1 million gil saved up from our work with the Lance God. Hopefully that will be enough. Upon speaking with the Tonawatan Filcher, the auction will begin. You may also first speak with the other prospective buyers to receive hints regarding their potential bids. If 1 million gil all told, but I'm trusting you won't need to spend all of it. Dang, I wish I had money to join in. Seems like fun. It's actually cool if we... if it actually isn't that easy as MSQ quests, where we actually, if not like the trade quests in the MSQ, right? If you actually have some agency here. But it's imperative that we recover the Electrope. I wouldn't do to show your hand too early. Better to be conservative with your bids, staying just ahead of the competition. I've no time for the back and forth of this bargaining nonsense. All I need is one bid to win that stone. Foreign merchants relieved me of my stock a few moons past, and it's a good thing they did. 1,500,000 gil, and I was forced to spend half of it in preparation for this expedition. Well, thank you for telling me, I guess. Okay, so this one goes out at 750k, and this one will only bid once. So we just need to bid... Oh, okay, whatever. So what's your offer? Oh, don't we openly bid? The auction has begun. Outbid your competitors for the Electrope while conserving your capital. Right then, how much will you start with? Okay, so we do get another bid. $1 million gil. I mean, there's no... If we start, there's no reason for not starting with 100,000 gil, right? With the lowest. Is that all? Then I'll start with 400,000 gil. 400,000? I was hoping to keep at least half my savings. But if you have to bid more... Well, the one is 750k, so we're gonna have to bid more than 750k. He's probably just gonna wait, I see. Well, then we go 500,000. I mean, come on, this is not really... Why can't we make our own offer? A bold move, but I'm willing to pay, that's all you have. To bet that's all you have. 560,000 gil, and you're out. Half my savings gone, surely they're close to conceding, right? Well. I mean, we just always take the lowest, why wouldn't we? The 600,000? How is anyone meant to compete with that? And I was willing to bid 500 million, but okay. I guess. They aren't nearly as rich as they seem to be. One out of the running, good. Then I'll bid 700,000. Let's bid 750,001. Yeah, only one left, but I don't think he'll give up without a fight. $710,000 gil. I really don't want to give more than 750,001 gil. Shit. Well, I've come that far, too far to back down. 720,000 gil. Raising the bid by such a narrow margin, someone's reached the limit. 730,000! Really? Can't even buy a house for that. Finally, it's over. You have a knack for business dealing, Yummy. Maybe you were maybe you were a merchant in another life. Yeah, on a different character, in a different expansion. I made some money. Yeah. Now get lost. This looks to be all of it. The stone is yours. That was more expensive than I would have liked, but nothing a few hunt bills can't make up for, I hope. As fun as that looked, I'm sure I would have made a mess of things if that were me. I tend to get a little carried away under pressure. I literally just had to, you know, like raise the price a little every single time. Like, really? Well done, friend. Now let's have a look at that electrope. Ah, this presence. It's familiar. The Shadow Lord! Yeah, we already defeated him. There's no mistaking that deep and bitter malice. This stone must have served as the heart of the Shadow Lord's echo. He was a being of pure hatred, responsible for bringing about the Crystal War. I was part of the company that would eventually bring his reign of terror to an end. You helped defeat the Shadow Lord? Meaning Al-Shal must have been there with her. But I don't remember ever hearing about that. In any case, I will hold on to the electrope. I should hurry back and speak with the Lance God. I really need to go to bed, come on! But I want to do this in one sitting. Excuse me, but were you speaking of the Shadow Lord just now? There's more you wish to know, perhaps I can be of help. I've heard a great many tales of the fiend from the bards who frequent the taverns here in Jeuno. I've been waiting over yonder near the fountain for my companions to arrive, but you're welcome to speak with me until they do. My alarm is gonna go off in 4 hours. Most welcome offer, though there is much to be said for our first-hand encounter with the Echo in question. Perhaps we can revisit these tales another time, after we've made certain no more treasure hunters can readily gain entry. Let's return to Tuliolal and speak with the Lance God. Yummy, come and meet us at Brightbloom Post. Sure. Once again, we're left with nothing but time in our hands until Zarielcha shows himself. I suppose there's no shortage of work to be done if we ask the Lance God. You may be better served exploring Tyrol, familiarizing yourself with the land. It wouldn't do to find yourself lost when you need it most. An honest-to-God's adventure! What a great idea! Coming with me, Al-Shal, and don't you dare say you're not interested. And any self-respecting adventurer would jump at a chance like this. I'll not deny the suggestion piques my interest. We warn you now, though, the wilds of Tyrol are rife with danger. It is no place for the unprepared. I welcome the challenge. I can hardly count the number of times Vana'diel's been visited by some world-ending calamity, but no matter how dire things may have seemed, we always found a way through together. This'll be no different, I'm sure of it. There's nothing we can't do so long as we have each other. A band of adventurers barely met, united in the face of great peril. Just like old times. Are adventurers always so sentimental? Not really. Is that so terrible a thing? Hi. Ah, here he is. The moment we learn anything about the real chess movement, I've asked him to contact you. Alright, we're finally getting to the end of it. Jeuno. Meanwhile, in the Echo of Tulia, wherever that is. Oh, that's this one. Gah! Soon we'll slaughter them all. Is that not so, Zerilja? Soon, my Dawn servant. Very soon. Then there shall be none to stop you from taking your rightful place on the throne. Hey, Kitty. I wonder why he's such an aggressive one. Like, completely unlike Galujaja. How fortunate for me, he lacks the wisdom of the true Dawn servant. But if he will be made fit to rule, I must choose from the echoes carefully. The Shadow Lord don't promise, but Vana'diel is a land of rich history. I needn't settle for those who are but a blink of an eye in the annals of history. With the strength of the ancient, I will bring the whole world to its knees. Yeah. That's it? Not even a... Well, okay, I guess that's it. If you have to hear any word of Cereal's whereabouts, rest assured you will be the first to know should we learn anything. Yay! I can finally go to bed. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to always GG. See you next time in the next episode of Gilganos playing Echoes of Vana'diel in 9 months, right? See you next time. Thank you so much for watching. Until then, bye!